This video has been made possible by RebusFarm, the professional render service. Hey guys, welcome to a very special video. We have a lot going on today. It's not a modeling tutorial as you are used to. What we're going to do is we're going to announce the winner of the Steampunk 3D Modeling Challenge. We're going to go through the top 5 entries. We're going to look at the percentages of votes that they got, and of course we're going to announce the winner. We're going to follow that by an actual video interview with the winner, and we're going to go into the history, background, education, and so forth. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And make sure to stay on, because at the end of the video we're going to announce the new modeling challenge, and I'm asking you guys to participate. It's going to be a good one. Okay, so here we go. Hey Henry, well, thanks for taking the time to do this interview. It's really appreciated. Before we get started, I wanted to congratulate you for winning the contest. You kind of nailed it. You had more than 90% of all votes. And before we jump into the first question for our interview, I just wanted to congratulate you on behalf of RebusFarm and myself, okay?
Hey Mike, before anything else, I want to thank you and RebusFarms. I have to say, it was a great experience participating in your last 2 modeling challenges. Met a lot of talented artists, learned a few things along the way.
So Henry, to start with an easy question, and one that you probably expected, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? So where are you from? Where do you live? How old are you? Have you lived there all your life? Just to kick that door open, if you will.
Well, Mike, funny you should ask that. Actually, I moved around a lot as a kid. Born in New York, moved to Maryland, then lived most of my childhood in Virginia. It was around 1998 when I moved to the very hot state of Arizona, where I currently live today.
So Henry, do you remember the very first moment that you decided that you wanted to be a 3D artist? Where were you when that happened? And do you remember what triggered that? Okay, so let's take us back a little.
That moment when I decided to model in 3D. Oh yeah, I remember it perfectly. 2012. About 31 years old and into automotive airbrushing. I was doing some searching on the subject when I came across a video about ZBrush. The art they were doing with that program blew my mind. That was the moment I started to put the 2D traditional art aside, focus more on the 3D modeling and sculpting.
So when you made that decision to get into 3D modeling, was there anybody around that was able to help you with that? Did you go to college, or did you have somebody that taught you, or are you completely self-taught?
Well, to be completely honest, never went to college or took art classes. It's been mostly self-taught. All the knowledge I have from the internet and getting in those programs and practicing. I would have loved to have someone in my area that modeled, asking questions, bouncing ideas back and forth. I really could have used the help when I first got started.
Henry, do you have a favorite topic when it comes to modeling? A lot of people are into games, weapons, vehicles, and so forth. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, that's easy. Anything sci-fi. Aliens, robots, futuristic weapons, even environments. Anything and everything. One of my favorites was an alien driving a muscle car. A lot of people got a kick out of that one.
Now, most artists, including myself, have skills in a wide range of software, but typically they have 1 or 2 software packages that is their go-to software, if you will. So is there any specific type of software that is your favorite, or what kind of software do you use in general in your workflow?
Actually, when I first started out, it was hard to pick between the different programs. So many cool features each one had. But at the end of the day, I chose Autodesk Maya because I felt more comfortable with their user interface and it was a better fit for my workflow. As for digital sculpting, ZBrush, hands down. Never even considered another sculpting program.
So what was your biggest learning obstacle? Is there any topic that kind of tripped you up while learning to become a 3D artist? Most people have, one or two things that they struggle with. Is there one that you can name?
Without a doubt, I would have to say learning the complete workflow for a model's creation. I'm talking from modeling or sculpting all the way through to rigging and animation. 4 years ago, I had no problems finding tutorials on how to use the tools inside the software. But to find the complete pipeline from start to finish is very difficult.
So Henry, what is your dream? What's your end goal? What do you want to achieve in your career? What would make you ultimately happy?
My dream is to one day be able to work as an artist for a AAA game studio or a major film production. Ever since I started learning 3D, I looked at games and movies a little differently. My mind wanders more toward the art and the creation rather than the story and gameplay.
Well, this brings us to our final question for this short interview, and the final question, and it's always a good one, is do you have any tips or tricks for your fellow artists? I know that quite a few of them are looking at this video right now, so is there anything you would like to share?
If anything, I would like to say, post and show your work. Feedback and critique is a great way to grow as an artist. The best feedback you can receive are the ones that are brutally honest and have a positive impact on your work.
Well, Henry, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview, and I'm quite sure we'll meet again, and maybe I'll even run into you on the big screen. So keep doing what you're doing great. Thanks again.
Well, Mike, I would love to thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to the next modeling challenge, all the great artwork that will come from it.
Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed that interview. I certainly enjoyed doing the interview, so that was pretty cool. And now it's time to announce our next modeling challenge, okay? So the topic for the challenge is completely open, which means that you can model any topic, any subject you like, okay? Now obviously because it's a contest there are some rules and we'll just go through them. It's one entry per artist, so you can only send in one individual JPEG image and no smaller than 1280 by 720 pixels, right? Now as far as content, use your common sense, so nothing that is too adult oriented and so forth, just use your common sense on that, okay? So again, any topic you like, 1280 by 720, one JPEG, one entry per artist. Now, the closing date for the challenge will be March 1st. So you have a lot of time to go nuts on this. And obviously there's going to be prizes as always. And if you are the winner, you will have an interview like the one you just saw, and you will get some exposure for your work. Okay. So that said, best of luck to you guys, and may the best man or woman win. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.